Why I was telling Your Honor that in the last two years, the Committee on Appropriations of the 14th Congress and the 13th Congress and the Committee on Veterans Affairs were even thinking of floating bonds.
Yeah, there was even mentioned that the budget for this year, or for 2011, is lower than the budget for 2010.
That's
but
right,
the 2010 budget is an imaginary number, isn't it?
The 2010 budget is the current budget, Your Honor.
Yes, it's an imaginary number. Just like in the previous years.
As far as the arrears are concerned,
in math, an imaginary number is a number that is there, but it doesn't really exist.
Yes, Your Honor.
So 2011 is lower than a number that doesn't exist. Is that correct?
Not exactly, Your Honor. As far as the...
What about the veto? What was that was vetoed by the previous administration for 2 years?
Not really, Your Honor. There was a provision, a proposal for a specific provision to allow people, just like the other agencies,
retention,
to retain and use income.
That was vetoed.
It was vetoed, yeah, because it was already included in the printed GAA, but in the approval of the President, certain portions were crushed. This was part of the portions that were crushed.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, my final question is, I would like to ask the Secretary, what is his view of the recent happenings in the South China Sea, which since the meeting of Secretary Clinton with the ASEAN ministers, including the Chinese minister, has had the headlines in the international news. What is the feel of the Secretary of National Defense on the South China Sea situation?
Your Honor, the stand of the United States is for a peaceful resolution of the issues at the South China Sea. The approach of the Chinese has been on a bilateral approach. They would want a talk with country to country. But as members of ASEAN, we do not agree. We want it on a multilateral agreement. And with the recent visits of top-ranking military, U.S. military officers, they have assured us that the United States stand is for a peaceful resolution of the South China Sea claim area.
Well, I'm referring in particular, Mr. Chairman, I understand I have 1 minute. I'm referring in particular, Mr. Chairman, to the increased presence of U.S. Navy assets in the area. Like, for example, the George Washington, the visit to Vietnam, and then the exercises countered by naval exercises on the part of the PLA Navy also. So that is what I would like to focus on. What is the position of what is the feel of the DND on these developments where naval assets are becoming more present in the area, which is adjacent to our territory?
Well, I guess, Your Honor, the presence of the United States forces, particularly their naval warships, is a deterrence so that peace could be maintained in the area. So that there will be no aggression on the part of the other side, so that they could, while they continue to advocate peaceful settlement, they would want this not to escalate, but they would want this deterred through the presence of this naval armada.
In other words, the DND favors the increased presence of the U.S. Navy in the area.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
Next,